welcome to the first ever Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. We're broadcasting from Grateful Ed's Barbecue, and I'm your host, Tim Brandstetter. I'm the sports editor of the Mountain Advocate, and I am super excited to have Knox Central football coach Fred Hoskins with me and Linn Camp football coach Alan Harris. We're going to talk to both these guys about the upcoming season, and I can't be more excited. We've got two coaches that are honestly some of the best coaches in the state for sure. These two coaches have combined for 36 wins over the last two seasons. That's both coaches winning 10 games last season and 8 games the season before. So these guys are doing it right, and we're really happy to have them here on the show. Before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors. We got Grateful Ed's Barbecue, Fort Bank, Legacy Auto, Millward and Castle Law Office, Knox Professional Pharmacy, and Barberville Utilities. So we'll get right into it, and I'll start off with Linn Camp coach to my right here, Coach Harris. Coach, just tell me just a little bit about how excited you are about this season and kind of what people can expect as opposed to, last year.
Well, last year we had 21 seniors. Of course, we had a pretty good football team last year and made it to the second round of playoffs and lost to state runner-up Pikeville. Had a lot of good talent in there. A lot of kids that set the pace for us and built a great foundation. And it's led up to the team that we have this year. I think we got 12 seniors this year, and just a great group of kids, really excited about playing football, and we're real excited about what's going on in Linn Camp, and we're just going to try to keep on building on what the kids done last year and the year before that. So we're excited to get the season started and looking forward to Friday.
Sounds good, Coach, man. I know you guys won 10 games last year, and really got people talking about Linn Camp football, so we're excited to see you keep doing that this year. And to my left here, we have Knox Central football coach Fred Hoskins, and he also is coming off a 10-win season. Just tell us a little bit, Coach, about how excited you are about this season.
Well, every year is a new year. You got a new group of kids. You're trying to get them ready to play football, and you really don't know what you have till you get there and play at first game. And they've been working extremely hard, and we're just trying to keep moving our program forward. My first year we won 8 games, went to the second round of playoffs, and then last year won 10 games. Went to our first ever state semifinal. So we're just kind of trying to take that next step, keep them working, keep them hungry, and so far they're doing an excellent job of that.
Sounds good, man. I know everybody around here is excited to watch both these teams play. We'll go back to Coach Harris here. Coach, if you want to start, we'll start on the defensive side of the ball if you want to. Just tell me a little bit about what looks different for your defense this year, maybe some guys in some new roles.
Well, we're pretty much a whole new defense. A lot of our kids that were seniors started on defense last year. I think we finished in 1A last year, ranked in the top 5 top defenses in 1A. So we've had to change a lot of roles. We've got a lot of younger kids on the field this year, a few freshmen in some starting places, a few sophomores. But overall, I'm pretty excited, and I've been very pleased with the process and the progress that they made this summer. So looking forward to seeing how we do in a 4-quarter game against a different opponent.
You were telling me before the show about you guys didn't give up a lot of points last year until you faced Williamsburg, and we all know Williamsburg puts up a lot of points against everybody.
Yeah, they just come in and throw the ball all over the yard on us, and we had a hard time adjusting. Long night for Linn Camp, but that doesn't dim the light of the defense and how good those kids was last year. And the kids that we got this year, they've just kind of stepped into those roles, and we got great leadership, and it's just hit-man football. That's what we do, and we're going to try to continue that tradition.
Are you changing anything up, or is it just working harder and good and just doing what you've been doing?
We're just going to work hard and keep doing what we do best and do what we know and get better each week.
You got some seniors on that defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, we've got a few seniors. It's just a hodgepodge. We've got seniors, juniors, freshmen, sophomores. It's a different look, but I'm actually very pleased with our progress this summer and where we're at defensively.
Do you find on your schedule that you run into a lot, mostly the running game, or do you have some teams that mix it up on you?
Well, most of the teams we play are spread throw teams. Unfortunately, that's who we struggle against the most is the quarterbacks who can sprint around all over the field and throw it. So but that's football in today's world, and we just got to learn to adjust to it and overcome those obstacles.
All right, man. We'll jump back over here to Coach Hoskins, and we'll talk a little bit about your defense. Tell me about what you had last year and how it's looking for this year.
Well, we had a pretty good defense last year, of course. We forced over 30 turnovers. Had quite a few seniors play for us last year, especially on the back end, but we had some young kids too. Up front, we're going to return Kobe Elliott, who missed the whole season last year with an injury, so we're excited to get him back. I think he'll be a heck of a football player for us. Dylan Hoskins played a lot defensively for us on the D-line last year, so he'll be back in that role. And then we have a lot of other guys that stepped up. Braden Rowart, one of my seniors who's here with me today, he's got over there and done a good job for us defensively. Hoping to play about 20 kids defensively. If you can do that, if you can have depth, especially up front, if you can rotate those guys and stay after people, it helps you a lot. And then on the second level, we have Trace Floyd back, who was an honorable mention All-State kid last year, a heck of a football player. We're excited about Trace and Michael Bays, and then you got Tay Turner, who's been a 3-year starter for us, outside backer. Then our secondary guys, that's where we're kind of a little green at, trying to get those guys going. We got about 8 different DBs. We're trying to figure out who can play, and it may be a different one every Friday night, but they're working hard, doing a good job. But we hang our hat on their defense. That's what wins games. And everybody wants to see the offense, but if you can't play defense, you're not going to win many football games in November.
Right, I heard that, man. You guys didn't give up a lot of points last year on average. So is it just you got that next man up mentality on those young guys that's stepping in?
Oh yeah. I mean, our expectations are high for them always. I got a heck of a defensive staff, and it starts with Coach Napier, Jeremy Napier. He's been at Knox Central for 20 years now. He's a heck of a football coach. Does a good job getting organized. Then you got Coach Martin, who's been there for a long time too. Coach Burchett and Coach Baker, those guys do an excellent job on the defensive side, and it takes a little pressure off me. They go over there and get everything right, and I can kind of sit back and watch them at times. They do an excellent job just communicating with our kids and the expectations, what we want of a defensive football team.
But there ain't no last chance you. I mean, you get along with your coaches, don't you?
Oh yeah. They laugh. I'm harder on them than I probably am the players, but they do an excellent job for what those guys get paid, the hours they put in. It's amazing what they do out there with those kids, for those kids. And they love it. They love Knox Central football, and I couldn't ask for a better bunch to work with.
Sounds good, man. And Coach Harris, I know you're proud of your staff. I'll let you give you a little shout out there.
Well, yeah, I couldn't be more proud of the guys that work with me. Also, I had Coach Moore there on the offensive side. He does a little role with the linebackers too. He's my assistant offensive coordinator and works his guts out. Works 12-hour shift and comes works 3 or 4 hours a day at the school, and just an outstanding individual. Kyle Hubbs on the defensive line. He's the third-year man with me. He brings a lot to the table. He's learned a lot in the last 3 years and just gets better every year. And of course, you got Larry Parker, who's been there since Lynn Kemp's been there, I believe. I think he's in his 32nd year. And you can't. When you think of Lynn Kemp football, you think of Larry Parker. And he's just an outstanding individual. Does a great job on both sides of the ball, on offensive and defensive line. You got Tommy Bailey, who's my defensive coordinator. This is his first year as defensive coordinator, but this is his second year with me, and he's did a great job picking up where Coach Hendricks had us last year and taking that defense and molding it to his own. And I've got a great staff. I mean, you can't have a good football team without great people around you. And they're the reason why we're good. We're starting to build a team and get wins. It's not because of me, it's the kids and the staff that I have that does such a great job.
Sounds good, man. I'll tell you what, we're up against our first break. We're going to take a quick break and let you check a message from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Studies have shown the best way to get attention on TV is to show babies and puppies. So now that we have your attention, I'd like to tell you about Happier Banking at Fork Bank. What is Happier Banking? It's the feeling you get when your bank offers 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. drive-through tellers, mobile check deposit, and instant balance, and Card Valet debit card protection.
Hey, John, need some more puppies?
No, we're good. Experience Happier Banking at Fork Bank.
If you're looking for the fastest action in sports, be sure to tune in to the Mountain Advocate Coach's Corner. If you're looking for the fastest internet service, look no further than Blink, Barberville Utilities' affordable, high-speed fiber optic service. Visit barberville.com to learn more. Barberville Utilities and Blink, a proud sponsor of the Mountain Advocate.
And we're back from our break. We're going to get to the offensive side of the ball, and we will start back with Coach Harris. And I know he lost some unbelievable talent on the offensive side of the ball, both sides of the ball, but a kid that was just really impressive, put up a lot of yards, and he's just one of those guys that don't come along every day. I'll let you tell me who that is and talk a little bit about him and what your plan is to hopefully fill that void.
Well, I'm sure you're referring to Dalton Cook. He did a great job for us. He had a great career at Lynn Camp. I think he finished in the top 5 rushing running backs in the state of Kentucky history. Ended up going to Eastern. He's actually practicing at Eastern Kentucky now. He was an outstanding individual. And, you know, we had a lot of great talent in the backfield besides Dalton. We had Eric Mitchell, quarterback, and Tracy Fee. And, you know, those guys, and Chase Brown, those guys did an outstanding job for us last year. You know, we returned Chase this year, and Chase is kind of our premier back this year. And he's put on about 25 pounds of muscle, grabbed a couple of inches, so he's really come along in the weight room. He's an outstanding athlete. So we're looking forward to seeing what he gets to do this year. We've got a young quarterback who's learning, but he's had a great offseason. Tylen Smith, he's a sophomore. We look for him to put up big numbers. I think he's going to be the type of quarterback that opens up our passing game for us. We got Datrick Roberts at fullback and Jake Dunn at our Z-back. So, you know, we just kind of reloaded. I was really blessed with those kids last year. You know, when I needed a backup, running back, you know, I can turn to any of those kids at any time. They come in, step in, they did a great job, and they've worked really hard in the weight room this year. Our offensive line's put a lot of work in the weight room, and so I feel like we're close to where we was this time last year, and we're excited about getting going. And you know, I'm the offensive guy, so I love the offense.
You guys put up a lot of points last year. I don't have the average per game, but I know you guys really like to play fast and put up points. And how does that start? I mean, is it scheme? Is it individual, or is it your attitude coming out playing fast? How do you put up that many points?
Really, it's just game planning. You know, if we're playing a team that we think that we can go fast against, then that's what we do. And if it's a team that we think we need to slow it down and control the clock, and that's what we do. But in the past couple of years, we have been better when we go fast. We like to score fast. We like to put up the points and, you know, get our defense on the field and let them do their work. So, you know, it works out good for us, and we love the system that we have in place there, and the kids really enjoy doing it, and it's a lot of fun to coach.
All right, man. We'll jump back over here to Coach Hoskins and let you talk a little bit about your offense. And I know you got a lot of guys back, and you've lost some talent too, like everybody does. Got a quarterback that's got all kinds of experience, and with Worley. And just tell me a little bit about your offense. Where does it start?
You know, it starts up front. Being an O-line guy myself, that's what I pride us in. Being a good football team is going to be good up front. We've got 4 starters back there. We're really excited about. You know, it starts out with our senior Braden Roar. You know, he's been a 3-year starter for us. You know, he's took some. We kind of joke. They took some whippings when they were younger, when they was babies, the sophomores and freshmen. They're growing up now. You know, and then we got 3 juniors: Dylan Hoskins, Larkin Abner. Both those kids have started 3 years, and then Tanner Morrison. This will be his 2nd year starting. And then we're trying to break in a new center here, a young guy, Bracken Castle, trying to get him going at center, and he's doing a good job. Kind of living up those expectations of those other guys, and they're doing a great job being leaders with him and showing him the right way to do things. Then you got our skilled guys. You mentioned Brady. You know, he threw for 2,900 yards last year. I think 30 touchdowns, 29 touchdowns, something like that. So, heck of a year. Anybody that knows me is probably kind of amazed by that. But I'm throwing the ball around that much. But and then Ethan Mills is back at running back. He had almost 1,500 yards last year. Excellent year. And then Tay's back at receiver. Tay Turner, you know, 3-year starter. And then Jacob Barnard started off and on throughout the last couple of years and does an excellent job for us. And then got a bunch of younger guys just trying to get experience and get going. We're excited about it. Hey, Brock is doing an excellent job, sophomore. Come out a little late last year as a basketball kid, and then Brody Wells is playing some receiver for us as a freshman. So we're excited about what we're going to do offensively. It's just still trying to get everybody in rhythm, replacing some of those receivers, but they're doing an excellent job.
You talked about you're a guy that likes to run the ball, but I think you and Coach Harris both agree that it comes down to your personnel, don't it? What kids can do, and you're going to let them do that instead of make them do what you want to do.
Oh yeah, when I came down here, I'd have loved to line up 3 backs and run over top of people, but we just didn't have the personnel. We were young up front, had a lot of good athletes, and had some quarterbacks that could throw it around a little bit. And it was kind of a new beginning for me, learning something new, and it's been really exciting. And we'll just do what the defense dictates. We may run the ball 40 times one game and throw it next game 40 times. So just whatever they give, that's what we'll take.
I know you mentioned Tay Turner coming back from an injury. He got hurt late last year, but I think he had just started coming along, didn't he, before he had that injury? And that's a big help getting him back on the field healthy, right?
Absolutely. Tay missed a lot of our off-season stuff. He had a pretty bad break there in his arm and ended up having to go and have another surgery. So he's been sidelined pretty much all the spring and summer. But he's back going good now and, starting to look like himself. Just got amazing hands. And he does so much of the unselfish stuff. He'll get there and block and just does a great job for us.
All right, man. Well, we talked a little bit of defense. We talked a little bit of offense. And we'll jump back over to Coach Harris. And you ready for a break?
Yeah, I'm ready for a break.
All right. Well, that's my cue. But it's actually about time for a break anyway. So let's take a break, and we'll let these coaches get them a drink, and we'll be right back.
Studies have shown the best way to get attention on TV is to show babies and puppies. So now that we have your attention, I'd like to tell you about Happier Banking at Fork Bank. What is Happier Banking? It's the feeling you get when your bank offers 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. drive-through tellers, mobile check deposit, and instant balance, and Card Valet debit card protection.
Hey, John, need some more puppies?
No, we're good. Experience Happier Banking at Fork Bank.
If you're looking for the fastest action in sports, be sure to tune in to the Mountain Advocate Coach's Corner. If you're looking for the fastest internet service, look no further than Blink, Barberville Utilities' affordable, high-speed fiber optic service. Visit barberville.com to learn more. Barberville Utilities and Blink, a proud sponsor of the Mountain Advocate Coach's Corner.
All right, welcome back to Coach's Corner here at Grateful Eds. We got a couple of players here joined us today, and I know the coaches brought them on, and these are 2 guys that are really going to play big roles on their teams this year, and we're going to talk to them just a little bit. To my right, I've got Lean Camp player Michael Floyd, and on my left, I've got Knox Central's Braden Roward. As you can tell, both these guys are big, strong guys, and they play on the line, and which is it's a tough job, and that's where it all starts. So we'll start here with Michael. Just tell me a little bit. This is your senior year, so it's your last go at it. What's your focus? What's your thoughts going into the season?
Well, I just want to win the district championship. It's really hard to think about right now, and we'll move on from there once we win it. But never won it here, never won it at Lee Camp ever, so that's basically what I'm thinking about right now.
You're coming off a big season. 10 wins. Tell me the vibe going on around school. What's people thinking about football right now in camp?
Well, we just want to forget last year. That was the past. We know what we can do. Get more wins than last year, but we don't want to think about last year at all.
But what I'm saying is the momentum from last year. It had to feel good getting all those wins.
It definitely did.
Is that kind of, you got a good vibe going on at the school?
Yeah, we do. Everybody's got a good vibe going on right now.
Talk to me about your fans. What kind of fans do you have?
Very supportive, and even through the ups and downs, always a lot of people at the games, no matter what game it is, no matter what time it is, really. So there's always a lot of people in the games supporting.
Sounds good, man. Are you excited for your senior year? And
Not really, but kind of, yeah.
is it bittersweet, kind of?
Yeah, it's going by fast. I really don't want it to end, but it's got to end sometime. You know.
I got you, man. Hey, I appreciate it. And right here we've got Knox Central's Braden Roark. Same question for you. Tell me about the season. You're coming off a 10-win season. What's your focus? What's your thoughts going into this season?
We're going to take it game by game and just try to get better every week. See if we can win another region championship.
Sounds good, man. Positive vibes going on at your school. I mean, everybody pumped up about football.
Sure. After winning first region championship, everybody's pretty excited.
Sounds good, man. You got any personal goals?
Get better every game.
Sounds good, man. Talk to me about your coach, Coach Hoskins. Is he a sweet guy or is he a mean guy?
Yeah, he's sweet.
Sweetheart?
Yeah.
He looks like a big sweetheart.
Yeah.
Is he?
On the inside.
On the inside. What is he on the outside?
You got to get to know him first.
You got to get to that. What kind of relationship? I mean, you got a good relationship with Coach.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. And you tell me about Coach Harris.
He's kind of mean, but you know.
He's kind of mean?
Yeah. Low key.
Low key.
Practice, yeah. Outside practice is pretty good. We're pretty close. So. We had a few fights, but you know it happens on the field.
That's part of football, part of being a team, ain't it?
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. I tell you what. Do you have anything you want to add?
I just want everybody to not overlook us because of how many seniors we lost. We got even a better team than we did last year, so I just want to show everybody that.
Sounds good, man. Anything you want to add? All right, well, we'll step away and take one more break, and we'll be back with the head coaches.
Studies have shown the best way to get attention on TV is to show babies and puppies. So now that we have your attention, I'd like to tell you about Happier Banking at Fork Bank. What is Happier Banking? It's the feeling you get when your bank offers 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. drive-through tellers, mobile check deposit, and instant balance, and Card Valet debit card protection.
Hey, John, need some more puppies?
No, we're good. Experience Happier Banking at Fork Bank.
If you're looking for the fastest action in sports, be sure to tune in to the Mountain Advocate Coach's Corner. If you're looking for the fastest internet service, look no further than Blink, Barberville Utilities' affordable, high-speed fiber optic service. Visit barberville.com to learn more. Barberville Utilities and Blink, a proud sponsor of the Mountain Advocate.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner here at Grateful Ed's, brought to you by the Mountain Advocate, and we're joined again with the coaches, and we're going to move right along, get into the schedule a little bit. Both coaches have got put together another good schedule, but I think they both expect to compete again and be in there and in a fight to win every game this year. We'll start with Coach Harris. Just tell me a little bit about your schedule. Is it about the same as last year? I know it's not going to be an easy one.
Well, actually, our schedule, it's completely changed. We opened up with Frankfort this year, and they're a pretty dominant team there on the other side of our region in Class A. They're one of the, they mirror Williamsburg a little bit, so when I was making the schedule this year, I wanted some teams that kind of would help us when we get into district play. So, I talked to the Frankfort coach when we decided to play. Frankfort's going to be a really good test for us out of the gate. See how we handle adversity and try to get away with that first game.
And that's one of those games, it's not a district game.
No, it's not a district.
So it's a perfect game to help you get where you need to be, like you said, for a team that is a district, was a roadblock last year, get you ready for them.
Sure, and we could very well see them again in the regional playoffs, hopefully. So, it's a good thing for us, it's a good thing for them, it's good for our program, good for our kids. A little tougher opener than we've had in the last couple of years. As you get better, you want to play tougher opponents, so that's what we're doing now, and hopefully we can So,
Let's talk a little bit more about your schedule because what year is this for you at Lincoln?
this is year 5.
Year 5. And I know whenever you came in, you started building something. And I don't want to say from the ground up, but you've got the team, you brought them up every year, they've improved. And I think there's a lot goes into scheduling that people don't understand. People want you to play everybody, and you can't play everybody. You got to play teams that are on your level, your classification. Tell me what goes into scheduling. And I know whenever you're starting at a school, like a small school like Lincoln, tell me how hard that is to schedule teams that you want to be competitive with early on.
Well, when I came in, we hadn't had a winning season, I think, maybe 10 years, maybe longer. And my first goal was to establish a culture of winning. So I started looking for teams that was comparable to us that we could play with and possibly win. So as we gained wins, we gained confidence, we gained numbers. And, just over the last 4 years, that's just become a part of what we do. And now we're at a level, I believe, that we can go up to the next level and play some more teams that are more competitive. And it's, 1A football, it's a different animal. A lot of people want to see us play Knox Central, or the Corbins, or the Whitley counties of the world, but when you've got 30 kids next to 60, that's a big difference in a football game. A lot of people don't understand that, so we don't play each other a lot, but it's still it's special around this area to have Knox Central and Lynn Camp and what they're doing, what we're both doing with the programs. People should be excited for that. We got a lot of talent right here in this area.
Yeah, that's a good point, Coach. And that's what I was thinking when I was getting ready for the show. You guys don't play each other, but you're in different classes, and it's good because sometimes in small counties you get two teams that are big rivals, and that's a good thing. But it's also a good thing that their fans can get behind you, your fans can get behind them. You support each other because you're on a different schedule. So it makes it to where everybody can kind of be a Knox County family.
Right.
Thank you for watching the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Grateful Ed's Barbecue, Legacy Ford and Chevy of Corbin, Fork Bank, Millward and Castle Law Office, Knox Professional Pharmacy, and Barberville Utilities. Be sure to join us for the live show next Wednesday at 7 p.m. at Grateful Ed's Barbecue in downtown Barberville, and watch online the following Thursday evening at mountainadvocate.com.